talk to about getting dirty on the job. He's done it all from sewer inspector to roadkill remover. Here he is at work at one of his many jobs.
Down to these ropes. Slowly ease yourself over the wall. Feet come through the chair and settle in. You'll be good to go. Kick your feet through. There you go. Oh, you've done this.
Oh, jeez.
Watch out. Get both legs through or you're going to be stuck in a... There you go. There you go.
All right. Oh, crap.
You all right?
I'm okay, yeah. Nah, super.
From Dirty Jobs, please welcome the Emmy-nominated Mike Rowe. Mike, I'm so excited to meet you.
I'm excited to meet you, too.
Really?
Yeah, well, you know, so, I mean, it's like an 8. I mean, you know.
This date is not going well.
I mean, it's not. I just went down a pole. What do you want from me?
Well, I don't have any stairs in my house either. I just have a fire pole.
Yeah? How's it working out?
It's great.
Yeah, it's
I'm
great.
always on time.
Super limber?
Super limber. Well, I guess. Oh, you read my Match.com profile.
I'm just guessing. There's small bills lying all around.
All right, so I love the show. What the heck? Mike, let's all wave to Mike on the other side of the line, shall we?
I'm going with the metaphor. It's a pole.
It's a meta 5. Okay, so you start the show,
yeah.
but you used to be a reporter, and you were doing a segment called Somebody's Got to Do It.
Well,
right?
look, I mean, in the interest of disclosure, I was never a reporter. I've never done news.
What were you? What the heck's going on?
I'm an imposter.
What's your name right now?
I'm Mark. No, I'm Mike. I worked for a show called Evening Magazine back in the day, and there was a segment called Somebody's Got to Do It in San Francisco. Your hair looks great.
Thank you.
There's a little flyaway right
there.
And we were profiling regular people who did regular jobs, sometimes not so pleasant. It worked out well. I figured maybe it should be a show, and it turned into one.
So, but really, the whole instigator behind this was your grandpa when you were a kid.
Well, I mean, look, I grew up next door to my granddad, who was one of those guys, you probably know him. He could fix anything, just build a house.
My dad was like that, right?
Right, no blueprints, none of that stuff, overhaul an engine. He was a plumber, an electrician, a carpenter, whatever.
The perfect man.
I didn't get the gene. I mean,
what do you mean you didn't?
It skipped right over me. So I mean, I can hang drywall, but it's a mess. I mean, I just
well,
don't.
Wait a minute, Mike. We just saw you in that window washer thing. I would have never.
Did you hear the high-pitched squealing coming out of me?
Come on, that is, to me, there is no way. No way I could do that.
Well, the best way to pay a tribute, an honest tribute to people who do real work is to try the job with them. My job isn't to be the expert. My job is to try. And whether it's washing windows in Hawaii or crawling through a sewer or whatever it is, I get paid to try. And it's a good message, and I think people are looking for shows that have messages and maybe some decent role models and blah, blah, blah. That was my pitch. And, you know, I'm happy to see the headlines catching up with the fun of the show.
With what you originally did, yeah. What your intention was.
Yeah.
And is.
Better to be lucky than good.
That is the worst pickup line I've ever heard.
I can give you a list of people that might disagree. A small list.
Talk about dirty jobs. All right. A small list. Okay, so wait, Mike, this is one of the things you did was you worked on QVC. Can we just see can we just show it?
Am I in a position to stop you?
No, yes, you are. You can always stop. All right.
Look, I'm curious myself.
Yeah, let's see it. Now, here you are, but you're kind of just improvising about something.
Well, the deal at QVC back in 1989, 1990, there was no real audition.
Well, I was in high school. I didn't get to watch it.
Sure, yes. Sure. Well, the deal is, nobody knows who's going to crash and burn until
on the
you
show
put them
on
the-
QVC, because they didn't
Right.
audition you guys, they just put you out there, is what you're saying.
You have to, if you could talk about a pencil for 10 minutes, you'd get hired. If you got hired, you'd go on in the middle of the night, and for 3 hours you would sit there and wait for people to just put stuff in front of you, and you'd talk about it until you either exploded or somebody bought it. And that was the gig. And that's how you figured it out.
All right, now what product is this you're selling here? Do you remember,
I have
Brandon?
no idea. I was probably just trying to stay awake. So
Okay.
I don't...
All right, let's take a look at Mike Rowe as hosting on QVC, selling stuff.
So there you watch an animated film, and you suddenly find yourself attracted to the animated figure. Isn't that terrible? The Little Mermaid? Oh. I mean, you know, I'm relatively secure in my manhood, so I can say that.
Oh, hey!
It's a very strange thing to do, watching yourself. I mean, you can't deny that's me, and I'm sitting here watching me, but I have no idea what's going to come out of my head. You know, it's strange.
It's really nice meeting you.
It's nice
really
to meet
fun.
you, too.
Thanks,
It's
Mike.
great. Thanks.